Hey yo, what's good? Hey, it's me. So welcome to the video. Today, we're taking a look at the account of Neko Sir Knight, one of the newer members of the community who is a free-to-play player, asked us to take a look around, peruse, see what's up. So we're gonna do an account review. Now, diving right into it without wasting any time, I do find it interesting. I find it interesting to see how other people play the game, how they go about their business, how they do what they need to do here, right? Now, Neko did let me know that they've played about 273 hours on Steam. That doesn't give the context of their full time playing the game because the time on mobile wouldn't count for Steam, but that is still, I mean, that's sizable, right? They're past the 100-hour mark of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and they said that they play for like 12 hours a day sometimes. That's wild because like, if that 273-hour time frame on Steam is correct, just imagining how many days they might have played for, it's a little bit, wait, what? This account is new, hold on. Days played 50, they've played 50 days straight. So they are new and they are hooked, they are in there. I don't even know if I would call that new anymore, right? But that means, yeah, they must have been putting in those hours for in 50 days, less than 2 months, 273 hours on Steam alone, and you're probably gonna have more time on mobile than you do on Steam. So that 12-hour-a-day margin, like that might hit. My G going at it like it's a full-time job. You love to see it, but looking at the badges, he's clearly made it up to Platinum 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think Platinum 4 is his highest rank yet, which, I mean, that's not bad. I think if you're a new player, because the thing is, it took me a minute after I started playing to actually get to King of Games for the first time, because you're still building your decks, you're still optimizing, you've only been playing for what, 2 months, learning the optimal routes, learning what decks you want to play, how to build, all that kind of stuff. So that's actually pretty freaking impressive, I will not lie. Let's take a look at what else is going on here. Most cumulative victories, that's all good, that's all nice. What I'm looking for is the win streak. Where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, longest casual, so he plays in casual duels, fair enough, 14. Longest ranked duels winning streak, 8 duels. I'm actually here for that. As a newer player going, see, here's the thing. I, as a seasoned player, sometimes struggle to get that 10 in a row. So like, as a newer player, that 8 in a row hits, I'm here for it. What's the win-loss ratio? 281 ranked duels played, 164 ranked duels won. Let me bust out the calculator. So homies won about 60% of the duels that they've played, roughly, if my math isn't bad, which, I mean, it might be. Shut up. Anyway, that's kind of hot. Now, one thing that I like, one thing that he definitely gets points for is that as I logged in, you see the standard duelist, it's not fully refreshed. This man was grinding even now, even right before this review. He must have been grinding, which is actually really pretty, like, that's cool. He's got the gems in the top right corner, 434. Now, I don't want to judge how many gems he's currently got. I want to judge his overall character grinding levels and everything, see where he's at, right? Because remember, this is only 50 days of gameplay. So I'm not expecting anything busted or crap. He's unlocked quite a few characters. Hold on, wait, whoa, wait, hold on. This man is a tactician. This man, or at least, no. He's gone about this very tactically. I feel, well, he's a newer member of the community. I don't know how many of the guides that he might have seen or how many of the can I build in 1 week videos that he's seen. But even as a new player, he must have recognized that, okay, if I grind a character up to level 10, that's just a free 50 gems alongside what I get when I'm leveling them up to level 10. So as you can see, he leveled quite a few people up to 10 and then stopped. In the cases of Kaiba and Yugi, he went even further beyond that, right? So Kaiba's almost maxed out. There's still some gems to be made there. But I think he's gone very optimally when it comes to the grinds and the builds and everything, right? So he's spread out the attention, that way he gets as many gems early on as he can, because as a new player, that's what you want to do. You want to get as many gems early on as you can, and then really get into the grind, which he clearly started doing in the case of Kaiba and in the case of Yugi. Let's see what the other worlds are looking like, right? Okay. Damn, he's okay. He's a maxed out Dark Side of Dimensions Yugi. He's leveled up. Damn, this is actually not bad. Dark Side of Dimension Kaiba done pretty well. We see the level 10s, right? So we're seeing a lot of characters in the level 10 range, and then some that he took further beyond. There are a couple that he hasn't touched, but bearing in mind, this account has only been active for 50 days. He has logged in every single day that this account was active, which means that you know that grind has been being done. I really like what I'm seeing. Okay, so this is what I was about to say this is where you see the cracks start to form, because in the case of Dark Side of Dimensions World, he had only unlocked 3 characters. There are quite a few more that can be unlocked, but the ones that he unlocked, he spread himself out to gain the maximum number of gems, and then I think he narrowed down his focuses to targeted people and targeted points. But then in the Synchro world, he hasn't really, you can see he's only unlocked Uset, which means he has not touched on 5Ds. I don't expect him to have any Synchro decks then, which is fair enough. And the name of the deck is whatever, so he clearly doesn't care about 5Ds. So that's fair enough. Now, Zexal World also, I will say, is lacking, which the fact that a world isn't leveled up doesn't mean that you can't use the summoning mechanic from that world, but still, there's a lot of gems to be gained from there. Thinking about it, as a newer player, there's only so many things you can do at once, and I've already seen Zuzu Boyle at level 30, Declan Akaba, the character that just came out, at level 24. That is okay. So when Arc 5 came out, I think all of his focus shifted to Arc 5, or at least some of it, which is very. I think he's done a damn good job here. I think in terms of character leveling for a 50-day account, these are some impressive levels in my opinion. I don't think that this is bad in the slightest. There are a couple characters and level routes that you could be a bit more optimal with. Like for instance, level 10 isn't actually the spike before the levels get intense. Really, realistically, level 19 is where you get, because you just get the XP to get to level 19 so seamless, so smooth, so easy. And then at level 19, you get a sizable, significant amount of gems getting there. And then level 20 and onwards is where the grind gets a little bit more tedious. There's usually about 2 filler levels before the next set of gems. So generally speaking, getting to 19 is a shout. And then if you're going for a grind, I say get to level 30 and then stop, because that's about 1,470 gems per character, and then you can move on to the next one. So in 50 days, he's done quite a bit, he's done quite well. By doubling down on certain characters like Seto Kaiba, for instance, it is very impressive that you've grinded him up. But for example, you might have gotten just as many gems with a little bit less effort by spreading out that leveling just a little bit. That's just my approach, to be honest. That's just how I do it. I don't think that he's done it wrong. I feel impressed. But at the same time, I want to give I have to leave notes, or else I'm just a hype man. Now I want to see the world missions, because the world missions are important. You get a lot of gems out of the world missions, and you need to because people overlook them as just being a way to just things to do, like in-game tasks, like a story mode, but no. By doing a world mission and completing them, you get at least 50 gems minimum for every level that you complete. He's level 31 in the main duel monsters. Okay, beautiful. And this is what I was going to say. He has a lot of stamina, more stamina than some seasoned players have, because as you level up the main duel world, you gain more and more standard duelists that show up in the overall duel world, which means your grinding just becomes even more efficient. So what I generally recommend is get duel world up to level 30 to 31 and then look to the other worlds and raise them up, which this person has clearly done, because that's when you get 9 standard duelists unlocked and you unlock the level 40 gate, right? So this is the main duel world. Kudos, the main duel world. Kudos. And based on the character levels that we've seen, I think most of the world will look all right. Level 10, fair enough. I feel like 5Gs is going to be level 1. Actually, but you say it was grinded up. Maybe level 5 to 7 then. Maybe level 5 to 7 for this. Thought so, right? Because you say it's grinded up, but he hasn't unlocked any of the other characters, so that's fair enough, right? But no. This is solid for 50 days. For 50 days, this is A1 stuff. I think most this is what we mean. But it's okay, because you can only do so much at any one given time, right? You can only focus on one thing at a time, and so I feel like he went for a targeted approach when it came to the world missions and the like and the other. Be consistent and manage your stamina well, and whenever you're dueling, try and use your farm decks to complete the world missions, because it's just free gems. Now one of my favorite parts, time to see the deck. So this deck is favorited. It says tax evasion, I'm guessing it's DDs. How did you build DDs for? Okay, so this is a free-to-play version of DDs. He doesn't have the structure deck, but damn, 3 copies of Swirl Slime, so DDs he definitely went in for. Although I'm curious. So I'm curious to see what he did. He clearly went into the main box, the original main box for DDs, because he has 2 copies of this. This wasn't in the structure. Now, he might have gone into the structure one time for the one time. And that's what I think might have happened, because he's got 4 copies of this card. No, actually, to have 4 copies of this, that means he must have gone into the main box twice, most likely anyway. Because if you go into the structure deck, you get 1 copy of this, but because you're free to play, you only get the 1 copy. That's where one of those cards came from, but he's got 4, which means he went through the box once, then reset, got at least 1, and then if he got the structure, that's where the other one came from. If he didn't get the structure, then that means he just went through the box that other time. But he's got 3 copies of this, which leads me to believe he went through the box. He went into the box twice, got the structure once, right? Not bad, not bad. MST in there one time, a single copy, and it's glossy, which leads me to believe it might have been dream ticketed. I'm here for that. We can actually double check on that. We can actually double check. Check how to obtain Antonomic Theory. And he hasn't gone in. He hasn't touched the box. Cards owned, nothing else owned other than MST, so that's where a dream ticket went. That's a very economic use of your dream ticket. You love to see it. Now, in terms of the build itself, like the DD build itself, I'm gonna tinker around. I'm not gonna save it, but if I'm completely honest, I feel like there's more going on here than you need to have going on here, right? Just because I would say there are things that you could move around, because a 20 card build, this isn't perfect. This is just me talking out loud. A 20 card build is generally what you want with DDDs. Or at least you can have you can consistently make 20 card builds and have them work out for you. It depends on the ratios and numbers that you want to move around, how you want to do things. Not that that build was bad, clearly you're doing all right, but because I noticed that you're in platinum, maybe working with the 20 card build would make it easier to climb out of that rank. That way you're just more consistently drawn to the cards that you want to see. Then my man also built the Golden Castle build. Now, what I'm afraid of here is because of the contract procrastination effect. My thought process is he built DDDs first, then saw that contract procrastination worked well with Golden Castle and went after Golden Castle. Because there wouldn't really have been any synergy with this box. I wouldn't see any reason to go into this box before that point in time. Looks like he went in. Yep, he went in once, spent about 500 gems, just did a 10 pull to see what he could find in here, and managed to get 2 copies of Castle. That means that's not that bad. It's not that big of an investment then, but there's a good chance the skill might be changed or nerfed. So we'll see. But A1 stuff, Triamids as well on here. Triamids as well. And a solid power of the Guardians. Okay, so generally speaking, and you're using a balance build. Balance is a great skill with Triamids because balance won't negate the effect of Triamid Hunter on normal summon turn 1, so you can still get 2 monsters on the field. Very good, very consistent. Although, wait, balance can't proc here. The balance skill can't proc with this deck. Hold on. Balance says it only activates. Your starting hand will reflect the balance of your deck. Skill will not activate unless you have 6 of each type of card, monster, spell, and trap, but there's only 3 trap cards in here. There's only 3 trap cards in here, which means balance won't proc with this deck. If I had to give a little bit of advice for a balanced build of Triamids, I definitely don't think you need Power of the Guardians. Now, you don't have to, I don't see Triamid Sphinx on here, which means that you might not have it, which means that you don't have, like, the boss monster, right? The meat and potatoes that you want to give the deck its, like, girth and everything. So I can understand wanting that extra power. I don't know. Personally, I'm not a massive fan of it. What I would do in your position is go for a very control-oriented build when it comes to Triamids. Power Sync Stone, completely free to play card. You get this using ranked tickets, or rarity tickets. Now, each time a monster effect is activated, place 1 spell stone counter on this card. While this face-up card has 2 or more counters on it, no monster effects can be activated during the turn. And you might think, wait, why would I want to lock myself out of monster effects? It's not for you, it's for your opponent. Because imagine this. You normal summon Hunter, then you normal summon Master, you have a field spell on the field, you pass it to your opponent. Activate Power Sync Stone, you flip it face up, then you activate one of your monster's effects. You flip out the field spell, all good. Then you activate the other monster's effect, change out the field spell. You've done your field spell dance, you've gotten cards in your hand, you've done your card advantage, and now your opponent is completely locked out of monster effects. They cannot use any monster effects on their turn unless they find a way to get rid of your Power Sync Stone. Now, bring it back to your turn, the counters are reset, there's no counters on it. When it comes to monster effects, well, this isn't an activated effect, so you don't have to worry about Power Sync Stone there. You could activate 1, you could activate 2, effects are negated for the rest of the turn, but you don't have any more effects that you need to activate, so you're good to go. So it really is just to help control your opponent, not to mention, using that alongside Pulse, you now have Pops active and live on your opponent's turn. I think that you should focus more on control. I don't think that you need power in that way, in my opinion. Focus on control, whittling your opponent down, destroying the resources, and then going in for game. That being said, I'm not gonna save that. That's just some advice for you moving forward. Now I see Zuzu Boyle leveled up, and I see Melodious here. Did you build the Melodious deck? Damn! 3 score, but a clearly free-to-play Melodious deck. 3 copies of score. Now that you've got MST, I would throw this in there, in alongside or in place of the Spiritualism, but that is a good shout. Oasis of Dragon Souls makes sense. That means you must have gotten at least 1 copy of the Bloom Diva. Wait, 3 Schubertas? How did you manage this? You went into the selection box mini, didn't you? That's the only way I can imagine as a free-to-play player having the gems to go. Well, actually, to be fair, because you've gone into the Tri-Mid box at least twice because you have 2 copies of Tri-Mid Master, right? That's 2 mini box runs. You've gone into DDDs at least twice. That's 2 main box runs. I could see a main box run here, and I could see a mini box run or 2 here, but to have 3, I have a strong feeling, especially because you've only got 2 of the other. Ooh, Prismatic, beautiful. You've only got 2 of these, which leads me to believe, I mean, the 3rd one must have been a fluke in that way, so I have a strong feeling that you might have gone into the selection box mini when it was around to get that, right? Yeah, everything in here you've only got 2 copies of aside from this, so either you used a dream ticket on it, which I doubt. You might have. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. So you went through this box twice, as you do. And you must have gone into the selection box mini to get the 3rd copy of that, which fair enough. That's that get down how you get down, right? So looking at various characters on here, it looks like DDD is just the main deck. The main, like this, his ace deck, his main deck, which I very much respect. Oh wait, hold on. Did that say Vendrid? You went into the Vendrid box? Okay. 2 dips into the Vendrid box, and why I can believe this is the half-price gem sale just ended, free-to-play player. The Vendrid box is now part of the half-price gem sale, so you went in there twice, got 2 copies of everything, because that would that 2 mini box runs would be the equivalent of 1 mini box run, so that's actually very good, capitalizing on the events as they come. Prismatic Karma Cut. So I think resource management on this account has been A1, because so far I count 4 decks: Tri-Mids, Melodious, DDDs, and Vendrids, right? So very concise, very to the point. Right, all of these decks. I'm like, if I choose any random one of these, I'm assuming I'm going to see DDDs because DDD. That's what you've been using to grind up your characters everywhere. I like this. So I like the focus here. I like the drive. I'm going to give this account. I want to give this an A+. I haven't seen anything to make me think otherwise. With that being said, thank you for watching the video. Neko, thank you for letting us take a look at your account. It was a really fun time. Well done to you. If you would like to have your account reviewed, join the Discord, shoot a message and we can kick it. We can talk, we can get to know each other. Let me love you and then we'll go from there, right? Have a wonderful day. I love you and bye.